As soon as we met Adam from Realistic Builders, we loved him. He is so enthusiastic about what he does. He took the time necessary to make sure that we found all of the selections for the house. Even before we signed him, he went with us to the bathroom shop. He went with us to the flooring shop. He took a lot of time out of his day to spend with us to make sure we were comfortable. And we never felt like we were alone. If there was ever something that we haven't done before, he was there with us to hold our hand and walk us through it, and always said, if you ever have any questions, feel free to call. And he meant it. There were many times we did. And it was helpful because he's done this so many times, and you're doing it once or maybe twice in a lifetime. And that comfort of knowing you have somebody there that is willing to help you, genuinely likes helping people, and doesn't make you feel dumb for asking a question is invaluable.
It was a joy to work with Adam. He just walked us through this whole process of sometimes scary decisions, and he seemed to make it easy for us. Crew is on time. They are considerate and thoughtful.
His crew has been with him a very long time. That says something about Realistic Builders. It's not a guy that was hired last week. He's got guys with him 20, 30 years. They're craftsmen. They're not just tradesmen. I've worked with a number of general contractors in my day job, and some have been better than others, but Realistic Builders takes more pride in what they do than anyone I've ever worked with. It matters to them that it's right. It's the first time we've ever found it in somebody to build our home. And that gave us that level of comfort, knowing the windows are insulated correctly. I watched him insulate a wall and a ceiling with a technique I had not seen before, and I asked him about it, and he said, we found this is just better. Those are the little things that you get from them that they've learned how to do over the years and years that they've been building houses. It's hard to quantify, it's hard to explain that to somebody, but when you go through the process of building a house and you see all the little things, we were here almost every day. Everything we saw reassured we made the right decision. There was never a day where we thought we made the wrong decision.
Right. I trusted everything that they did. There were no corners cut. Everything was done right. I know that we will know that this house is sturdy and well built years and years from now.
And it matters to them. They cared personally, each one of those guys, that we were happy with the way that it went. And they, hey Erica, did you see this? Did you see this? And it's fun to see guys be proud of what they do.
All of their crews were truly nice people, from their framing crews to their finish carpenters, the painters. I enjoyed so many of the guys. They were always pleasant. They were always courteous. They were clean. They would clean up after themselves. They would come and go when they said they were coming and going. And there were times when they did stay late to finish, just to get it finished and just to push through when they didn't have to. And even though it was a Friday and they had plans that weekend, they would make sure that things got done on time. We had different crews staying late on Friday or coming in over the weekend so that all the work would be prepped and ready to go for the next group of guys coming in on Monday.
Jeff and his crew, the rough carpenters, they worked weekends. If there was bad weather coming, they would work late and didn't seem to mind.
Well, that was sacrificial. His daughter got married during our house build, and they pushed and pushed so they could have the time off for the wedding. They were just happy about it. They weren't ever grouchy or complaining. They were truly pleasant people.
In a project this size, there's always something that doesn't go exactly how you hoped it would go. What was it, the paint on the cabinets?
I changed my mind. I didn't like the stain. I had them repaint some cabinets.
And they did it.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy, but they did it, and it turned out to be right. And they were more concerned with we weren't happy about it. So, okay, how do we get there? What do you need? Let's do it. It's a relationship with your builder that makes you feel comfortable enough to say, that's not exactly what I hoped for. And that's the part that's hard with most general contractors. You feel afraid to say something. And with Adam and his team, if it wasn't right, he made it an environment where you could feel comfortable enough to tell him, and he would, you're not happy with it. I can see. What do we need? And then we were able to tell him, and he said, okay, well, then we're going to paint them, or we're going to restain them. We're going to do what we need to do to make it right. We're not going to let you have this if you're not happy.
Mark and Mike were especially wonderful. They were the finished carpenters. and they were here all the time doing things, crazy things that I asked them to do. I asked them to do a lot of diagonal slats on the ceilings in 2 rooms. They did that for days without complaint, even though they were looking up like this the whole time. And it turned out to be a huge wow. I'm so grateful for their ability and the way they did things with a smile. Lots of times music would be playing and they'd be whistling or singing along. It was just it was a great atmosphere.
Mark and Mike, every time we look at our ceiling, we're going to think of you guys and smile.
Shout out to Kelly from Carpetland. We spent hours and hours together picking out tile. She found what I wanted and made the dream happen, especially in one of the bathrooms, the powder room. She took this design that I came in on a little scrap of paper and turned it into something fantastic.
The tile design and the tile work is definitely a highlight of the house. Many people, when they see the bathrooms, is where you get a, oh my gosh, look at this. Good tile work is not easy, especially with the big pieces that we had. That was difficult. We're so happy we ended up with Realistic Builders. Adam made the whole process so enjoyable, so exciting, so rewarding. When you go through a year-long journey with somebody and you look back and you say, wow, that was hard, but I'm so glad I went through it with them. We will always look back at the process of building this house and be so happy that we went through it with Adam at Realistic Builders. That journey was a challenge. It was difficult, incredibly rewarding, and we're so happy with the result and the whole journey with them. They made it better than we could have hoped for.
We had a great year building this house. The end result is beyond our wildest dreams, and we just enjoyed the journey, which was our goal. We're so happy that we went through this journey with Realistic Builders. We would recommend them to anyone with full confidence.
Anyone considering building a custom home, Realistic Builders is going to be the right choice.
I know our house is unique and special and custom built for us. No one else has a house like this. And everything that we brought to them, they executed and they made it even better than we had imagined.
We love Adam and his team.
Realistic Builders made our dreams a reality.